Chad and Matt were inseparable, best friends since middle school and now star players on their university's basketball team. They were both competitive, driven, and talented, but there was a difference. For Chad, basketball was everything, his passion, his identity. For Matt, it was just a game, his real love. The one he never talked about was soccer, but he kept quiet. He went along with whatever Chad wanted, afraid to disappoint the one person who mattered most to him. So, when the university announced a big sports tournament, it was no surprise when Chad signed them both up for basketball without a second thought. But this time Matt did something different. He saw the soccer tournament was scheduled for the same weekend, but he thought, maybe, just maybe, the timings wouldn't clash. He secretly signed up. This was his chance to chase a dream he had buried for years. From that day on, Matt lived a double life. By day, he was the dedicated basketball player, training with Chad and the team. But by night, while Chad was fast asleep, Matt would sneak out to the soccer field. Under the bright floodlights, he'd practice for hours, pushing his body to its limits, reigniting the passion he'd suppressed for so long. The day before the basketball tournament, the team gathered for a final strategy session. Matt was late. Assez rushed. A teammate laughed and said, "Hey, been practicing your fancy footwork on the soccer field again." Matt's face went pale. He tried to brush it off, but it was too late. Chad had heard every word. "Can I talk to you?" Chad's voice was cold. Outside, he confronted Matt. "How long has this been going on?" Matt, cornered, finally admitted the truth. "For a while," he said, his voice barely a whisper. "I didn't tell you because what was the point? You would have just talked to me out of it, like always." The accusation hung in the air. Chad fired back. "So you're just walking away from our team?" "From me?" Matt's frustration boiled over. "You always knew basketball wasn't my thing, Chad. You just never wanted to see it. Hurt and betrayed." Chad's words were sharp. "Fine. Then just go." As Matt turned to leave, Elk had Bach, his eyes filled with a sadness that cut deeper than anger. "You know," he said, "after all these years, I just hoped you'd be happy for me. But I guess you've made your choice." Chad went back to practice, but his heart wasn't in it. The guilt was crushing. He ended up on the bench, staring at nothing. His teammate Andrew came and sat next to him. "You okay, man?" Chad shook his head. "I think I messed up." Andrew asked a simple question that hit Chad like a ton of bricks. "Why did you always push him so hard into basketball anyway?" And then it all came out. Chad confessed that back in middle school, he'd been bullied. He got stuck in a group of fake friends, doing whatever they wanted, laughing at their jokes, just so he wouldn't be alone. He was so terrified of being abandoned that he became a people pleaser, and without even realizing it, he had done the exact same thing to his best friend. He'd trapped Matt, just like he had been trapped. Andrew put a hand on his shoulder. "It's not too late to make it right," he said. That night, Chad stood outside Matt's dorm, his heart pounding. He knocked. When Matt opened the door, Chad didn't waste any time. "Hey, Apollo," he said, explaining everything his past. His fear of being alone, his regret for making Matt feel unseen. Matt listened, and the anger in his eyes slowly softened into understanding. He forgave him, but with one condition. "Promise me," Matt said, "you'll stop trying to be who you think everyone wants you to be." Chad promised, and with a genuine smile, wished him luck in the soccer tournament. The next day, Chad played his heart out in the basketball game. They fought hard but lost by a razor-thin margin. But instead of feeling defeated, Chad felt a sense of clarity. He ran straight from the court to the soccer field. Matt's final match was just getting started. Matt looked nervous, fumbling the ball, his confidence shaken. Then, a voice cut through the crowd's murmur. "Let's go, Matt. You got this." It was Chad, on his feet, cheering louder than anyone. Seeing his best friend in the stands, truly supporting him, was all Matt needed. A fire ignited within him. He played with a newfound freedom and confidence, leading his team to a stunning victory. Holding the trophy, Matt knew this win was about more than just a game. It was about being seen, being accepted, and finally, being free. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.